and welcome to the second episode of Big Blue Ocean Cleanup's educational series. And today we're going to be talking about oceans and currents.
Approximately 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. And this will come in the form of lakes, rivers and glaciers, but mainly the world's 5 major oceans, which are the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian and Southern Oceans.
And all of our oceans are connected, and the water and everything in them can be moved around the globe by these vast ocean current systems known as gyres, which spiral around a central point.
This means that plastic rubbish entering rivers, coastal areas, or those even dumped illegally out at sea, can be swept out further into the ocean and will collect in large bodies of calm water at the centre of a gyre.
And these are known as garbage patches, where plastic and other waste becomes trapped, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, never completely disappearing. And these tiny plastic fragments are as small as the algae and plankton that form the basis of the entire food chain.
So out in the open ocean, tiny plant-like microbes called phytoplankton are eaten by zooplankton. Now these are then eaten by animals such as krill, sponges and corals. These animals are then eaten by even bigger animals such as turtles and whales, forming what we call a food chain.
And in the case of the ocean-wandering albatross, the food chain goes a little bit like this. Phytoplankton is eaten by zooplankton, which is then eaten by small fish, which in turn are eaten by squid, and then finally eaten by the albatross.
Now seabirds will cover huge distances out at sea searching for food, and it's while doing this that they often come into contact with plastic. Now for an albatross, it may be quite hard for them to distinguish between what's their supper and what's actually plastic rubbish.
Now, a plastic bag might be mistaken for a squid, and albatross may also ingest plastic as food has become attached to the rubbish. Now, we see this as plastic can become covered in small marine life, and we see this with turtles as they mistake plastic bags covered in algae for jellyfish.
Now, one of the albatross's favourite food are the energy-packed eggs of flying fish. Now, flying fish will lay their eggs on any floating material that they find in the open ocean. Now this often includes plastic materials, so it's no surprise that sadly the albatross often end up eating the plastic too.
Now 8 million tonnes of litter end up in our oceans worldwide each year, and plastic has been found in the stomach of nearly all marine species, including fish, birds, whales, dolphins, seals and turtles.
So it's now in all of our best intentions to make this stop and do what we can to protect our world oceans, not only for all the plants and animals that call it home, but for our sake too.
We all rely on our world's oceans, so let's not treat them as one big rubbish dump.
If you'd like to see some more information, head on over to the Big Blue Ocean Cleanup's website at www.bigblueoceancleanup.org.
And do remember to follow us on social media to keep up to date with all the work that Big Blue are doing.
Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. See ya!
Bye!